to you. So I want to hear, what are your top 2 strategies for helping moms recenter as we enter a new school year and really reclaim our entrepreneurial leadership journey as moms?
Sure. Yeah. Summer really does have a way of just kind of taking on a life of its own, especially when you're a mom and you have kids at home. I'm feeling it myself. Believe me, I'm right there with you all. My kids have T minus 2 weeks left till they go back to school, and I am counting the minutes down. I never wish my kids back to school, but after these last 18 months, everybody needs to go back to some routine.
Yeah.
And I know for me, my routine goes right out the window during the summer, my business routine. And I really have to work very hard at, keeping myself on track to meet those goals. So as much as I'm also counting down the days, there are some daily routines I do now and will probably even amp up when they get back to school. But one of those things I do is I get up early. I get up before my kids and I spend time in quiet. So, a lot of people may use that quiet time differently. And oftentimes I use it differently, but I always kind of set out, what is my plan for today? What's actually what's the non-negotiables, and then what are the negotiables? So that for me is good because then I can move through my day knowing that I'm already planned out. And I think a lot of times we have so many things on the go that we get overwhelmed and we're worried about all of them. And that's impossible for us to do, is worry about 20 things at the same time. So pick the top 3 that are most important that you need to get done, make the plan, and then work it into your day, right? So you know that you have this chunk of time open. Those need to get done. And as soon as you start checking those off, they feel so good, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing I would do is, again, I think it's about looking at coming up high before we go down low. So really, we're heading into the last quarter of the year. So what does that look like? What are our bigger goals to that? It's 90 days. As humans, we work really well in 90-day increments. It's kind of like your own little sprint. So determine, what does it look like to get to the end of this year, and then back it up. What can I do this month to get to that goal? Then break it down by week. So this week, I'm choosing, I know I need to do these things in order to get to that bigger goal. Because when we look at it as a week, it allows for the ups and downs of the week too, right? So we never know what's coming at us, especially as moms. Schedules can go out the window, but looking at it as a week gives us enough flex space in there to be like, oh, today didn't go as I planned, so I'm going to rejig a bit tomorrow. And then by looking at it every morning, we're saying, okay, now here's my game plan for the day. It's really about intention. And I find as a mom sometimes, if I don't spend that little bit of time to do the plan intentionally, the day just gets away from me. The other thing I do is I have an actual workspace. So I'm able to close the door. This is just work for me. And I've always worked that way. In my first business, I had an office to go to, so I physically left my house. And here I work from home. But I don't see the dishes. I don't see the laundry right now. So it allows me to get into my place of flow, into that zone of being productive and focused on the business.
Oh man, Jenn, these are such good tips. And sometimes when we begin our mom leadership journey, or we're moms that are entrepreneurs, these can sound idealistic and we're like, oh, they're easy. But man, if you really put these practical tips into play, that is when freedom comes, because you're not bogged down and you have clarity in your life. So I love these.
Yeah. And just remember, every day is a reset. So if yesterday didn't go as planned, just reset again.
Yes, I love goosebumps. I love that. I'm actually living that today. Yesterday needed to go away. I'm resetting myself.
Tell me about it. I am right there with you. I'm right there with you.